Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Doyes, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were working with trying to get some more automation down here with ice and soul sand, clay, obsidian, and netherrack. So a lot of stuff we were getting kind of worked out, but we can make all of that stuff on demand except for obsidian, and ice is automatic as we need it. So really nice system, nice and compact, and got all that stuff together. So today we are going to be working on a couple of different things. So one of the other things we were working on last time was trying to get this enhanced Galgadorian metal kind of situated so that we can make mass quantities of it. Currently we have plenty of diamonds, we have plenty of glowstone, and stabilized metal is just iron, obsidian, and diamond. So we have all that taken care of. But if we're going to want to make a massive amount of Eyes of Galgador, we need magma cream, ghast tears, an eye of ender, and fermented spider eyes. Fermented spider eyes, we have mushrooms growing, we have good spider eyes and sugar. That's all easy. Ghast tears we can farm. And then Eyes of Ender, we have our Ender Pearl farm in the end, and Blaze Powder is not too bad to get. And then we also have to get Magma Cream, which requires us to get Slime. And that was something that I was trying to figure out, and I think what we're going to do is, I've already started working on it. We are going to grab a grinder for our little mob farm right here for our auto spawner, and that's how we're going to do things for the time being. Later we might try to do something else, but there's a little bit of a trick to that. So one other thing is we have all of the resonant energy cell frames, so that is completed. So we're gonna make a grinder, and that should not be too bad. We need to make capacitors though. 1, 2, easy enough. And there is the machine chassis. And what are we missing? We're missing plastic. That's right, we need a bucket. And we need to take our sawdust and compress it. And yeah, we should be able to do that. So one other thing that we're going to be working on today is we're going to be moving our mob farm, like all of the stuff that we're going to get from the mob farm, over to our main system. So just to kind of clean things up a little bit. Rocket fuel. And then for the most part today's episode is going to be focusing on Thaumcraft. So that's the plan. Let's make some plastic. We just need the plastic dust now. We did this not too long ago when we made the Enderman farm. We did all this, so we can craft the raw plastic. We need 4 of those. We're missing rubber. So let's grab a rubber tree sapling. And some bone meal. Let's grab a little bit more bone meal than that. And we'll get this grown real quick. Nice and easy. Alright, and then it decays and everything's good. Cool. So now we should be able to make the plastic. We just need 4 of these, and everything else should be pretty straightforward to make. So yeah, today the main focus is going to be not only getting the Eyes of Galgador so that we can make, we need to make a lot of this stuff, a lot of blocks of this. Where is the creative energy cell? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 28 blocks of enhanced Galgadorian metal, and that's not going to be fun. We also need a bunch of quantum solar panels, which is something we can start working on relatively soon. The catch with that is we need to get more UU matter. We have almost 2 buckets of UU matter, so we're doing pretty good, and we're gonna speed that up. Probably, maybe we'll do that next time. We'll do that soon enough, anyways. So we still need electrical steel, and there's the ender. So electrical steel, we can teach this to craft. Just go ahead and do that. That won't take too long. And then we just need some books. Which is the best way to get books. Can't I make books automatically? Did I ever teach the system how to do that? I did. So we just need 2 books. We're missing wood. Wait, I've never taught that how to make. Okay, so what's gonna be the best way to do this? I think we're just gonna go ahead and teach the system that oak wood makes wood, and that should be fine. So let's get the books. We just need 2. It's something that we probably won't have to do all that often, but if we do, we can always set up a sawmill downstairs. So there we go. There's the grinder. We're gonna need that guy. And where to put him? The grinder has a 5x5 area, so it's not gonna catch all of this. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. But we can kind of just put it centered here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like right here. And just put the grinder there. We'll have to set things up underneath, but that should not be too much of a problem. What is that? That is a fluid duct giving... Oh, cool. So we can extract the fluid duct pretty easily. And we just need to grab, honestly, what we're going to do is we're going to get some conduits, because conduits are nice on some features, but really bad on others. Pressure fluid doesn't matter. And then energy conduits. Cool. So what we're going to end up doing is putting conduits like so. And there we go. That way we can pull out power and everything. So extract always active on the item. Fluid will be extract always active and power. Now right here, we're gonna want this to be insert only. And then we just fill this back in. Cool. So that will fill stuff back into the spawner, which is fine. Now we just need some item conduits, and that's about it. So I went ahead and made a bunch of impulse item ducts. And we're also going to need some redstone conduits. And that should be everything we need for now. So power needs to go off of this, and that should give the grinder power. It does. And then finally we'll need impulse item ducts off of this. Does that not work? We can always put a chest there. We can put just a buffer chest, so that's what we'll probably end up doing. And something like this. Just so that we can get an interface right about here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a filter on this. And then we need a dense item conduit. So dense. How do we do the dense ones again? Usage. it is just a piece of pulverized lead. So lead. We'll just pulverize this, and everything will be good. How's our reactors doing? I haven't checked these in a while. They're getting close to being finished. That is done. So let's quickly put on this armor. Grab that stuff and put it in there. So we should be able to make the pellets of RTG. We might look at that today. That might not be a bad idea. So there's the impulse item ducts, and for the time being, let's go ahead and put this back on. And what we're gonna have is we're gonna have the trash can set up kind of in the distance. So I'm gonna need more impulse item ducts. Let's make like 30 of those. The system knows how to make item ducts, so that should not be a problem whatsoever. And what we're going to do is we're going to set it up so that there's a dense item duct here with the trash can. And then what we need to do is we'll have to blacklist things on the filter. So this is where it will want to go first. And we'll just change that so that it doesn't go any farther. Like, it doesn't go into the system. Because I don't want the armor and stuff. So we're going to set up a filter similar to this one. So we need a bow, we need to ignore metadata, use MBT. I don't remember what MBT data does, but metadata is the damage durability. I think... Oh, okay, that's right. So if we tell it to ignore MBT, it will take all the enchanted stuff as well. So what we're going to want is bows, shovels, helmets of all 3, chest plates, boots of all 3, and we're gonna get some iron stuff. I'm not gonna be too concerned with that. That's a little bit less of an issue. And then in here we have some boots, because iron stuff is relatively rare. We're also gonna get witches' hands. We're gonna get swords as well. Oops. Swords I don't care about. Swords are fine, and then we'll kind of play by ear if there's anything else we want to put on that filter. So, for example, we'll just go ahead and start. So bows, that, and then all this stuff. So we're gonna ignore metadata, ignore everything. Boots, and boots. And worst case scenario, we can always add more filters. But I don't know that we can actually. Never mind. So that will be enough with that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna break this. We're gonna just throw this stuff in here, and what we're gonna end up doing. So this stuff will be kind of our test. I just want a chest. That's all I want. Let's go ahead and throw these wherever we can. And we'll put them in the system. They should not have a problem in there. And we'll put the chest down below so that the items can get through. So something like that. We're going to need to break this block so we can put this on insert. We are going to need a servo for that, which is not an issue. And doesn't need to be like spectacular at this point or anything like that. So we just put a servo on here. Ignore These things aren't going to go anywhere yet because there's no place for them to go. But then we just need to open this. And this is going to be a little bit of an issue. Can I move? What if we move this here? Break that. And we'll use these guys like so. Just drop these down. Put that over there, and then this can go across like here. And we're just gonna do one of these, make it look a little bit nicer. I don't believe it changes the amount of flux ducts that it requires, but it makes it look nicer. So with that taken care of, we just need 2 more impulse item ducts plus the, yeah, that's it. So impulse item ducts, we just need 2 more U. Can put all the rest of the stuff back, and this is taken care of. So basically now the now this will put everything into the system once we get rid of these guys. So we just break these 2 for right now. We'll take the zombie brains. That'll work for the time being. So what we can do is we'll just start bringing things over, and we'll want to make sure that there is void upgrades. So we're gonna need, let's see, gunpowder. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 void upgrades. So let's go ahead and teach this to tell this to make 7 of those, and we'll start moving stuff over as quickly and easily as we can. So let's just take one of each of these, and we'll get the drawers set up, and we'll worry about moving the ones that are over there later. Right now, the more important thing is just to get this stuff over here. And rotten flesh and arrows. So I just want to make sure that we don't have that anywhere else. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So that way it doesn't clog up our system. We'll just put void upgrades on all of those so that we don't get too many of them. Ender Pearls already has void upgrades, so we don't have to worry about that. 5, 6, 7. Cool. So with that taken care of, all we need to do now is get the ME cable so that we can get the get everything over here. So it'll just take a second to craft those. It needs to make the Certus quartz, and then make the Fluix crystals. There we go. We can put this stuff away, and I will move that stuff over between episodes probably. So let's just hook this in. Actually, let's just go right here and hook that in. They'll use another channel there, which is fine. This isn't actually using too much, so that should be online. We have a filter, and then all we need to do now is move the trash can. So we don't get enough witches to worry about the witches' hands, so I'm not going to. But there we go. There's a trash can, and here is the test. So let's look at our inventory. And you know what, let's grab something we don't have any of. So acacia seeds, and then do we have any? We don't have any chest plates in the system. So what we should be able to do is we take one of these chest plates and the acacia seed, and we put them both in this chest. They should get extracted out. It'll take a little bit because the servo's not very good, but that's fine. And then what we should see is an acacia seed, but no golden chest plate. So there's the acacia seed and no chest plate. So it's working exactly how we want it to. So awesome, that is taken care of now. So what we can do is, for example, we are going to want one more last thing. We're going to want a lever. Aren't we getting sticks from this, by the way? Did we ever get sticks? Yes, we did. Alright, we're going to want a lever. If I can remember how to make a lever. And what we're going to do is we're just going to set a lever right here so that we can turn that on and off as we want. Just because this guy is also going to be on and off as we need more of this stuff. And what we can go ahead and start doing is if we put a gas in there and turn that on, that is not working. Gas cannot spawn in here, so what we're gonna need to do is fix this. So let's take the gas out, and this is a pretty easy fix. All we have to do is go underneath with these redstone conduits instead of above. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to want a lever on... Vacuum hopper stole everything. I'm going to want a lever on this. Redstone control, so it shouldn't be swinging. We can stand in front of it, it's not going to kill us. But if we turn that off, it should start swinging. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna need yet another lever. No problem. This time I know how to make them. And let's see, where's gonna be the easiest way? Alright, we're gonna need to go underneath again, which is fine. And what we can do is just set up a lever right here. So we just put redstone control, alright, like that, and just do something like that. So that'll work just fine. And let's just get back up here. We'll fill in the holes. And if we just hit the lever, this should be redstone signal, so it's off. So we have complete control over this stuff. We just need to put this guy back. And now we can turn that back on. That is off, and that is on. So what we should start seeing is gas spawning and immediately dying to the grinder. And what that's going to give us, so hopefully here soon. Yes. The grinder kills it, and we should start getting gas tiers. So we have 2. There goes another one. And there's 3. Perfect. It's working. So we just leave that on forever, and we'll eventually get a ton of gas. So while that is doing its thing, the next thing I want to do is I want to make a Euclidaisy. This is a mana flower. That's not too bad to make. It's an infusion, but it's not a bad infusion. And the reason we're going to do this is so that we can start getting wispy essence, or rather ethereal essence, from wisps. Last episode I was talking about how I think we need to capture a wisp, and something, by the way, real quick. Do we have a safari net? I want to see if we have a safari net. Do we have an empty one? No. Something else that we were trying to figure out how to get is slime. I figured it out. So, safari net, we're going to need a bucket. And we're going to need a barrel. And this is something we'll set up and then we'll come back to. So what we need to do is... it's a barrel... green slime. It's a barrel with a water bucket with milk in it. So we need water. And then if we put milk in with this, what's going to happen is it'll eventually spawn a slime. So it's sliming. And once it spawns a slime, we'll capture it. And that's how we'll get slimes. Be nice and easy. So back to the Euclidaisy. So we need a couple of things. We need Salus Mundus, which should be pretty easy. We have one. You know, let's actually teach the system how to make that. So balance shards, we know how to craft, or we can. We can teach the system how to do that, but we can also get the Salus Mundus, and just need to put that into the redstone furnace. There we go. And the balance shard will teach relatively soon as well, because don't we have... down here we have... Okay, we don't have the Thaumatorium yet. That is something we'll have to make. We might do that... We might do that today, but I want to focus on the Euclidaisy first. The Thaumatorium is a arcane alembic system, an alchemical furnace that is automatic. No, rather, it's a crucible that's automatic. Sorry, apologies on that one. And it uses your Essentia in here. So if we can get more Essentia drives, then we can store a lot of Essentia and then not have to worry about it. And then we'll get that hooked up automatically and all that kind of fun stuff. So, to do that, we're going to want the Euclidaisy, which will give us the wispy essence, the ethereal essence, and that will give us what we need. So we need 2 pink petals plus 2 pink flowers. Pink petals. We are going to need... let's see. We're going to need sloth and greed. And I almost want to make more of these, which, how bad would that be? We'll need a demonic slate for both. Do we have that? Oh, we do. Alright, so let's go ahead and make duplicates of this, just in case. So, let's see, we're going to need mana diamonds, we're going to need a mana pearl. Let's get 2 of these. I always like to get extras of stuff. So, mana pearls, 2 of these. We have the Salus Mundus, we need the runes. So, this is autumn and air. Autumn, air. And do we have any pink flowers? No. At least not in there. So we'll have to get some pink flowers. That's not a problem. And then we need some diamonds. It's gonna get annoying pretty fast. Ghast are very loud. You can hear them from a very long distance off. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's why it really doesn't matter where we're gonna go on our base. We're gonna hear the Ghast. So 1, 2, this, autumn, air. And let's go ahead and get another Salus Mundus cooking up, and then we'll get the redstone roots, which are easy enough to make. So Salus Mundus. We'll want another one of these just in case. And we have a pink tulip. We do not have a mystical pink flower. So we'll have to get one of those. That should not be too bad. Alright, so there is Sloth. We get a couple extras, which is actually really nice. And then Greed is these two, and Spring and Water. So that's Summer, Spring, and Water. So none of this is really that bad to do. It's just going to take a little bit. What else do we need? Do we need anything else? The redstone root, which is just redstone and grass. We have 2 grass in here. I'll get the redstone in a second. And there we go. So, Rune of Greed, Spring, and Water. Alright, so this should be a pretty straightforward thing. Let's see, Salus Mundus. We're going to need redstone for the redstone roots. And the things that do the thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we just need the pink flower. So we put those on there. Runes we'll put over here. Redstone root, mana pearl, and Salus Mundus. Now the other thing that we're going to need is whatever Essentia. So it's 8 magic, 8 aurum, 10 alienus. We have none of that in there. So Aquafames. We have none of that. Do we have any Ethereal Essence? We have 1. Oh, hey, that's full. Let's switch our armor so we can actually see what is going on here. And we'll get air into the system. And Metallum and Vacuous. I don't remember what we were trying to get, but we need magic and aurum. Unfortunately, aurum really only comes from the Ethereal Essence and Eldritch Eyes, which also require do we not know how to make those? Oh, that's odd. Yeah, we haven't had the second epiphany. Okay. Well, that explains that. So, yeah, we really can't make those. We've gotten them from other things, but we really can't do anything about it. This is going to give us some magic, which is nice. But I think we were working on trying to get access to more stuff. There's more of the the metallum in there. Alright, so put this stuff in here. And how are we doing on that? We have one more Essentia type we can take. So we're going to have to take one of these out. And the way you do that is, so for example, Machina should be an easy enough one. You just click it and you can take it out. So not a problem. Let's put that in there. Can we get some more glass files? We have some. Alright. So the other thing we're going to need is some fertilizer. We're going to need the magical fertilizer. Oh my god, the what is it called? It is called floral fertilizer. So this stuff is not too bad to get. We just need some dyes, and hopefully we can get what we need fairly quickly. We just need to get a decent amount of grass/dirt to get all these guys to spawn. So let's grab some dirt. 29. That's not bad. We can work with that. And just make a nice little try to make a big square. And there's the pink flower. So that's all we need. Also, it is really storming outside my window, so hopefully it does not start like power flickering or anything like that. Oh, that'd be bad. So yeah, it's really raining. Wow. Put this stuff away, put that away, that away. And we just need to kill wisps. Now something else we could do. We can actually destroy nodes, and that would also work. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get this cleared out as much as we can, and that's close to being done with the stuff. So let's get a chest. Let's get some wood. And yeah, I think making a better lumberjack or sawmill might be a good idea. Alright, so we'll put all of this stuff in here. I put the pink mystical flower in there. Alright, and do we have a slime yet? Let's go see. Oh my god, the ghast are so annoying. But we should be up to a decent amount of ghast tiers at this point. So 100? That's not bad. And we have a slime. Yes. Alright, that's what we wanted. So what we can do is we can capture the slime, and now we can get infinite slime. And you know what? Because I'm tired of listening to that ghast, let's turn the auto spawner off, and we'll switch them. I didn't think about that part. Oh well. It's actually kind of nice. It shuts the door for you. And what we're going to do is we're just going to take all this stuff and we're going to put it into the system. Because why not? And yeah. So that'll start spawning slimes in. I needed that glass file. Oh well. So let's find... let's fly around, and we're going to find some nodes. There's going to be nodes at the base of the world. They're also going to be in the nether. But this one will work. This will work just as well. And we just need to go pretty far down. About this level. And we're going to travel directly this way. So hopefully we can find a node relatively quickly. I'm not seeing any. Hey, there's one. Alright, what kind of node are you? Are you worthwhile to keep? You are pure water. Not really. So what we're going to do is we're just going to set up a little bit of a platform. And we're going to break the node. And that gave us 10 Ethereal Essence, which is fine for right now. That's more than enough for what we need. So now we can head back home, right over here, and we'll find better nodes later. We'll worry about that later. So with that taken care of, we don't necessarily need the alienist. We can put 2 of those back, and we can make everything we need. So we just need the glass files, and we should be able to kind of finish this up. So let's see. I put them in here, didn't I? Yep. Okay. So we need magic, alienist, and that other thing. So do we have void? And okay, all this stuff goes in. So we need magic, alienist, and aurum. We're gonna get some magic from this, from the nether wart. The herba can go in there. The infernus can go in there. And there's the aqua. So we're starting to get that. This should be the last of the metallum, and we should be able to deal with all this stuff. So there's the magic. We're gonna need more magic. So ender pearls are actually a great source of both magic and alienist. So we're gonna smelt up some of those. So there's some aurum, and we're gonna get aqua as well. We'll put the aqua away. And this should allow us to make the Euclidaisy, and then we're gonna make him a floating flower, and everything will be good. So, yeah, that's the plan. Once we get, what do we need? How much of it all do we need? We need 10 alienists and 8 of the other 2. So we have 16 aurum. We can put that in there. We put the metallum in there. The alienists will not go in there, so we need to take something out. Let's take the herba, and we can put the alienist in there. Perfect. So 1 more alienist, 1 more magic, and eider can go in there, herba can go in there, and aqua can go in there. Alright, so we have 16 and 24. Perfect. So once we get this, we'll be able to make more drives. We'll be able to make better drives, and everything will be good. So all we have to do is put this guy right here and smack it. So what I want to watch, this is actually a perfect place to stand, so we can see if anything bad happens. But this will get us the Euclidaisy, and the Euclidaisy will give us Ethereal Essence for mana. And we can collect it and then use it for mostly we're going to use it for infusions. What is it? That's not hooked up. ME cable. I forgot I didn't hook that up. Is it? Nope, it's not hooked up. This is bad. Alright. So now it should start doing something. Whoops. Yeah, we just lost a pedal. Because the infusion did not like waiting so long. And so we're gonna get a lot more stuff going on, but it looks like that's the only thing so far that it's mad about. Please take the runes. This isn't like a very difficult infusion, it's just we didn't have it set up, so whoops. And there's Euclidaisy. We've already scanned a flower before, so nothing there. And then F7, we're gonna want it's like right there. Alright, so disaster averted, but we have the Euclidaisy now, and what we're going to do is we're going to set that up with a floating flower, and all that requires is what we need: a mystical flower with glowstone, and then we need a pasture seed which is just grass. We're going to need dirt. And we should be able to craft it over here. We have a crafting bench, so this should work out pretty nicely. Just need a piece of grass thrown into here. So dirt, that, and pasture seed. No, other way around. The floating light grape flower, which we can turn into the floating Euclidaisy. And we'll just place that guy right here. And bind you to that. If we get a lever, we can turn it on and off. And then we'll need something to collect it, so a hopper or a vacuum or something. A vacuum hopper should not be too bad to do. So let's look up that vacuum hopper. So we need to make a hopper and a... So we need a chest. So, man, just a lot of short little crafts. Make the hopper. Eye of Ender, easy enough. And there's the vacuum hopper. And then we'll need... we have chests over here. We'll use those. So that will make Ethereal Essences. And it already is. And what we'll do is we'll just set up a vacuum hopper right here. And that should collect all of the stuff that this guy produces. And then just so that we can turn them on and off, we have a lever. So this is going to give us plenty of stuff. And it will just kind of make that as it goes. So I think that's going to be enough for this episode. What this is going to allow us to do is to make more Essentia drives. Because the storage components require Ethereal Essences, and making the higher tier requires even more. So we're going to need a lot of Ethereal Essence and a lot of Salus Mundus. So I think next episode, what we're going to do is I'm going to, between episodes, work on getting some of this stuff done. And I think the next step is to do two things. One, we're going to move this guy down below and set him up to be auto-extract into the system. We're also going to get better drives. I'm going to go for the max drives because why not? Or at least 4Ks. And then what we're also going to do next episode is we're going to work on getting the Thaumatorium, which is a multi-block structure that'll make alchemy a lot easier, a lot more efficient as well. So it's not very difficult. These guys are not too bad to make, but we are going to need to get them. So that is the plan, and we'll go from there. One last thing, we have... Okay, we already had all the runes. So we have all the runes ready for stuff to be done, and this isn't working. I'll have to move this. That's fine. I'll set up a chest for this. And it's random which ones you get, just FYI. So what I'll do is I'll set up a chest like right here. In fact, let's just use the one over here, because why not? And that'll work just fine. So we'll get all of this Ethereal Essence collected. And set up a vacuum hopper like so. And this will give us plenty of Ethereal Essence. Actually, we're going to put this right here. That way it's a little bit closer to all this stuff. So, yeah, that's the plan. We're going to work on Thaumcraft more next time and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!